Now we'll see the problem based on sixth condition. The problem will be like this. Draw the projections of line 80 mm inclined to HP with 30 degrees and inclined to VP with 45 degrees with the end at 20 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. So this problem is based on sixth condition. First we need to assume that the line is named as AB1 and is inclined to HP with 30 degrees and parallel to VP. So this first assumption is coincides with the fourth condition, and second assumption, line is named as AB2 and is inclined to VP and parallel to HP. This coincides with the fifth condition. So we all know that how to draw the projections for fourth condition and fifth condition. First, concentrate on the first assumption. Line is inclined to HP with 30 and inclined parallel to VP and is named as AB1, right? So first draw one reference line, and after that above the reference line draw one thin line like this at 20 mm as it is given. End A is 20 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. And next, below reference line one more thin line at 20 mm difference. Okay, now concentrate on the first assumption as it is inclined to HP with 30 and parallel to VP. So first put one point on this thin line and now draw the line with 30 degrees inclination of 80 mm length. So as it is named as AB1, the front view will be named as A dash B1 dash. Got it? Put one point on the thin line and now place protractor here, mark 30 degrees, and passing through that point draw a line of length 80 mm and name the ends as A dash B dash, as we assumed the first line is named as AB1. For that reason here we need to write A dash B1 dash. So after getting the front view, when you draw the projectors from the ends of the front view towards down onto this thin line, here we'll get AB1 as top view of the line AB1 according to the first assumption. Got it? So here you can observe that A dash B1 dash is the front view with 30 inclination and A B1 is a top view. When you draw the projectors from this front view, we got this one. Got it? So now according to second assumption, the line is going to be named as AB2 and is inclined to VP with 45 and parallel to HP. So for that, put one point at the same point at A and place protractor and mark 45 degrees towards down right, and next passing through that point draw a line of length 80. So as it is named as AB2, here you need to write it as small a small b2. So now this is the top view of the line when it is inclined to VP according to second assumption, right? So when you draw the projectors from this top view onto the reference line and then onto this thin line, here we are going to get the front view of this top view, right? So when you draw the projectors from this top view, like from D to one line onto this thin line, and next when you draw the projector from A onto this thin line, here we are going to get the front view of the second assumption. So as it is named as AB2, the front view is going to be named with A dash B2 dash. So here the green projectors, the projectors which are drawn in green are front view and top view of the line according to the first assumption, and the projections which are drawn in red color are top view and front view of the line according to the second assumption. Got it? So listen carefully. Now I just drawn the one horizontal line passing through B1 dash and I'm named it as locus of front view. I drawn one more horizontal from B2 and named it as locus of top. Now with the help of compass, now by taking A B1 as radius, I repeat A B1 as radius, A as center, you need to draw the arc to cut the locus of top view at B. Got it? So I repeat again, A center, A B1 radius, draw the arc like this. You are going to get one cut on the locus of top view at B. Now join B with A. Now AB represents the actual top view of the line when it is inclined to both HP and VP according to the question. Now when you draw the projector from B, onto the locus of front view, here you are going to get B1 dash, right? By just drawing vertical line from B onto the locus of front view, we are going to get B1 dash, sorry, B dash here, not B1 dash. We'll get B dash here. So here there is another way to get B dash, that is by taking A dash center, A dash B2 dash radius. When you draw the arc like this, I repeat again, A dash center, A dash B2 dash radius. When you draw the arc like this, you will get B dash. Okay, so now join B dash with A dash. Now this represents the actual front view. A dash B dash represents the actual front view of the line when it is inclined to both HP and VP according to the question. So like this you need to draw the projections, right? So now it's time to represent its dimensions. So as it is given, next okay, so if you are asked to identify these angles, you just measure them with the help of protractor and write it. Okay, so after completing the diagram like this, you need to write some description about all these 6 views. Here we have 3 front views and 3 top views. You need to write description about these 6 views, right? Like this. You need to write this description below the diagram. Got it? So here I am going to write it. Now first, what is the first one? A dash B dash. A dash B dash is front view when line inclined to HP and VP. Next, A dash B1 dash, second one. A dash B1 dash is also front view when line inclined to HP and parallel to VP. Got it? And next, here we have one more front view, A dash. This one is A dash. A dash B2 dash is also front view inclined to VP and parallel to HP. Got it? Now we'll write about top views. So here we have one first top view, A B1. A B1 is top view ఎప్పుడు when is inclined to HP and parallel to VP. Okay, next, second one, A B2 AB2 is also top view when is inclined to VP and parallel to HP. And last one, AB is also top view when is inclined to HP and inclined to VP. So by writing the description like this, you are going to get 15 marks.